Hey guys, One Customs here, and today we are taking a look at the Transformers Power of the Primes, and this is Voyager class Grimlock. Looks pretty cool. Haven't had a Grimlock figure in a long time. Here's the back. Let's open him up. Alright guys, so here he is out of the box. We have Voyager class Grimlock right here, and I think he does come with a couple accessories, mainly because this is supposed to be part of a combination where you take all the other Dinobots and you build him. I'm not really going to get into that right now, but he does come with a bunch of these little things that you can attach to him. It's miscolored right now because I have so many of them from other Transformers, but you could basically put them anywhere you want, like stick them on, do whatever for more power, but whatever. I'm not really going to get into that. There's also this thing right here, which I'm not going to lie, I'm not really sure what it is, but you could connect it inside here. And yeah, whatever. But we are looking at the figure himself because I love Grimlock. I used to have the Masterpiece one years ago, but I sold it. But I'm getting back into Transformers right now, so I don't want to go the huge route. I like Voyager classes and Deluxe classes. I like to stay in that size. So right now, we are going to go into size comparisons first and show how tall this guy is, because he's not the biggest, but he's not bad. Alright, so first off right here is MVVP10, whatever his name is. This is the knockoff, well, not the knockoff, but this is the third-party Optimus Prime Voyager class Masterpiece right here. And he's a little bit smaller than him, which is okay, but they are pretty much in the same generation class right there. Next up right here, we have the Optimus Prime from Transformers Prime. He got all beefed up right here, and he's a Voyager class as well, so they stand a little bit better in size, in my opinion. Not that bad. I don't have the original one yet. I actually rebought it, but it's coming in the mail. But he is a little bit smaller than him, so they might be about the same size, give or take. So that might be a little better. And here's a nice size comparison with Ultra Magnus from Transformers Prime, which is a Voyager class as well. Same size as the Optimus Prime that I'm getting in the mail. I actually got the Card Tommy version, so it might be a little bit better. But not the big one, this size one. I'll show a picture like right here. I like that one better. I think it's a little better size, has better articulation, but it's a whole nother story. Anyway, so yeah, so here they are side by side. The reason why I'm doing a lot of size comparisons with Transformers Prime, because I love Transformers Prime. That show was awesome, so I'm starting to make my collection all over again. And I would like to have Dinobot in it. And you know, he's of a Generations line, but I think he'll fit in nice because he's a Dinobot, so I think it will mesh pretty good. And for last size comparison, here is Galvatron from the Generations line, and here is the new Starscream from the Powers of the Primes line. And yeah, they pretty much all obviously are in the same lineage right there and look pretty good. Of course, Dinobot could be a little bigger, yeah, but that's how it is. And I also want to talk about the back kit, but the back kit ain't that bad too, you know, it's pretty normal to be honest. It's not bad. Take a look how it looks like from a top view. Not horrible, you know, and considering this is a combiner transformer that, you know, you're gonna transform him into a bigger thing, he doesn't have a lot of kibble, which is pretty nice. Alright, so going into articulation really quickly, he's a bulge in the head, but it's not the best, so it goes up and down to a little bit like a rocker, really. Left and right, no problems there at all. The shoulders are on hinge joints and a ratchet joint, so it goes up all the way, which is pretty nice, and ratchets up and down. So you have that right there. Bicep swivel, which is nice. At the elbow, he kind of has two joints, one here, one there, so that's pretty nice right there. Pretty good. And basically at the wrist, he pretty much has nothing. It just folds in and out from the transformation right there. He does have a waist swivel, which is pretty nice as well. At the hips, T-jointed hips are ratchets. They go up really good, 90 degrees. You go back a little bit, ratchet out. Nice split if you need that. He does have a die swivel right here, if you want to call it that. Ratchet knee joint right there, and that's about it. So pretty standard articulation for a Transformer. It's nice to have a waist swivel as well though, so that's pretty good. So before I go into transformation, I have some quality issues I want to talk about. One thing in particular is the chest right here. Everything else is fine, but the chest, there's two pegs that connect the chest right here, and they don't really stay in the best, to be honest. Like, you could put it together like that and leave it alone, it's fine. But the second you start moving the figure, it opens up. I do wish it was a little bit better, but other than that, the figure is fine, flawless in my opinion. You probably want to fill in that hole right there to make it more flush, if anything, to try to keep it from opening up all the time. Alright, so let's get into the transformation. And one thing I love about these new, Generations Power of the Primes figures, the combiner ones, that the transformations are actually really easy, which is nice. You know, sometimes transforming figures can be so annoying and you don't want to do it half the time, but this is pretty easy. So for this figure, what you want to do is bring the legs together like this. pretty much like that, and bring down the tail like that. Pretty simple. Next you want to do is separate this and bring it down. Bring it down, bring it down, connect it right there. You can clean up later if you want to. Then you bring this forward, bring that forward, and you bring the head up. Now you clean it up a little bit, fold the arms in, fold the arms in. You could bend right here if you want to, like that. Have them stand up, fix the little baby arms, and there you go. Now here's a nice size comparison with Grimlock in his T-Rex motor here with some other Transformers, and also a nice little Mega Bloks figure. I love Mega Bloks figures with Transformers because I think they're a nice size comparison right there, how a human would be next to a Transformer. So I like this right here. It looks pretty good. I mean, decent size. This is how he would probably be with a normal human anyway, so it looks pretty good to me. Now, I myself have had the Masterpiece one. I never had the original, well, the other generations version of Grimlock, but I have this one right now. And I have to say, from having the Masterpiece one, this is not bad. This is actually pretty good. It looks pretty nice. It's fairly simple to transform him. He's a little bit weird looking in some parts because, remember, he's a combiner with the other Dinobots, but for a nice Voyager class, a cheap price, this is fantastic in my opinion. They get the job done and get the point across pretty well. His mouth does move over here, so that's pretty nice too, which I like a lot. And it looks nice, it looks cool. Like I said, I'm pretty much in the boat of only having Voyager classes or Deluxe class Transformers now to keep my collection kind of small. So I like this a lot. They did a really good job. Everything looks pretty nice, and no real complaints here. And to transform it back, it's so simple and quick. You just pop the head back up like this. You bring these back like that. Zoom out a little bit. Bring the arms up like so. Split the feet. Bring up the tail. And then you bring out the hands. And that's it. How fast is that? I like that. Nice and fast, nice and quick. So you could either transform him in robot mode or have him as a Dinobot. It's really quick to do it. And this is one last look at him as a robot right here. And I think, like I said before, it's no masterpiece, but it definitely gets the job done. It's a nice cheap price, at like 25 bucks, give or take, and it's nice. It's cool. If you're only into Voyager classes, this is fantastic for you. No weapons though. You just have a blaster or anything, but I'm pretty sure you have enough blasters in your collection to give him one or something like that. But yeah, I like him. He looks good. Nice big arms, big chest. Gets the job done. So that's about it, guys. Just want to show this off really quickly. And like I said before, I'm starting to build up my Transformers collection again. Transformers Prime has always been my favorite, so I'm starting to build that up right now and getting the band back together. But Grimlock is always something I liked a lot. Someone I liked a lot, so I'm going to throw him in the collection right there. So that's about it, guys. Thanks for watching. And like always, comment, criticize, subscribe, do whatever you want to pay attention. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at wildandcustoms.com. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Peace!